Good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another edition of the Ray White Mooloolaba Kawana Waters Auctions. And it's a great pleasure. We're invited along here today to offer for your selection, for your consideration, four wonderful properties. We're going to take you from down the southern end of the coast, from Aruna up to Mooloolaba, through a quick detour along Kawana Island. On behalf of the whole team at Ray White Mooloolaba and Kawana Waters, we thank not only our owners for entrusting us with the sale here this evening, but each and every one of our buyers tuning in from around Australia and, in fact, the world, I'm led to believe, for this evening's auction. For those not used to the online auction format, I'll give you a brief rundown, quite simple, in fact. As I look behind the camera here today, I see a sea of wonderful-looking real estate agents on the phone to their registered buyers, parties, and to our owners. Throughout the course of the auction, I'll be obviously your auctioneer and facilitating the numbers as we move through the four lots on offer. If during the auction you have any questions or queries, please direct them directly to your agent. Bids can only be accepted through the agents here on your behalf. I'll go through the terms and conditions of today's sale, the contract in a couple of moments' time, and then we'll welcome you to lot number one, which is a wonderful unit in the heart of Mooloolaba at the Mantra complex with Peter King. First, I draw your attention to the terms and conditions for sale by public auction in Queensland. For those registered to bid today, we take it you've had an opportunity to read through them in their entirety, and obviously an opportunity to peruse and sign them off. For those that are registered to bid today, we take it that the name in which you've registered under is the name that you're happy, willing, and wanting to have inserted under the contract. We take it you've got the ability and the intent to pay the deposit required. In a few moments' time, we'll get the auctions underway. What you'll see me do is grab my yellow gavel. I'll say 1, 2, 3, sold. And once it is sold, it will be sold. No further negotiations can be entered into. I've got the ability to sign the contract on your behalf and on the behalf of our sellers here this evening. That's the terms and conditions for sale by public auction. They don't vary from auction to auction, so no nasties there. The contract, once again, that has been made available throughout the course of the sale. That is the standard REIQ Queensland Law Society approved contract. We take it that you've had an opportunity to have a quick peruse of that. GST is not applicable, so what you pay today is what you expected to pay at the time of settlement. There are no nasties or any unforeseen terms and conditions for those contracts. They are the standards contracts and terms and conditions. Our sellers, look, when they sign that contract or I sign that contract on their behalf, they warrant that the property will be handed over to you just as you've seen throughout the course of the sale. Well, that's the formalities of today's auction. If during today's auction we appreciate at times we may have technical difficulties, we've got a number of parties registered to bid here this evening. If we do need to pause any of our proceedings, we'll simply press pause. We'll clearly announce that and obviously put a video on, or you'll see on the screen that we have got it paused. Folks, we look forward to getting things underway. I am just going to take a moment to press pause as I can see a couple of our agents eagerly awaiting some people to get on the phone before we open up with our auction at lot number one. So we're just going to press pause before we get things underway. Will. Thanks ever so much, folks. I wanted to make sure that everyone got fair and equal opportunity to not only log on to watch the auction, but to get in touch with their registered parties. We move now down to our auctions, lot number one, there in the Mantra International Complex, the high point in Mooloolaba, the highest building in Mooloolaba. Peter King has been your marketing agent throughout the course of the sale. I'll get Peter up onto the screen to give you one last G up as to why Unit 1206 is such a wonderful opportunity. Over to you, Peter.
Well, thank you, James, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the opportunity, and thank you for being here tonight. And I certainly welcome your enthusiastic bidding this evening. The apartment 1206 in the Mantra, up on the 12th floor. Everybody's seen it. Magnificent ocean views. What a great opportunity. Fantastic returns on the property as well. One of a kind in the Mantra. What a magnificent unit. I welcome your enthusiastic bidding. Good luck.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you, Peter. I appreciate your final roundup. And what a wonderful unit it is on the 12th floor in the Mantra International with views forever, I might add, out towards the Pacific Ocean, looking north up that wonderful coastline up towards Noosa, Old Woman Island. Folks, it simply does not get better than the Mantra International in terms of occupancy rate. It doesn't get much better in terms of your returns. We've got strong interest in the property. They rarely become available, especially at that level. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on the 12th floor. And I must admit, some incredible returns. Last financial year, some $64,000. That sounds to me like $64,000 worth of reasons to be bidding today. Best of luck with your endeavours. Lot number 1 is open for bidding. In your hands, who'd like to start us off with an opening bidder offer? Let's get it going. In your hands here today, folks, not where we start the matters, it is where we finish. Make no mistake, they simply will not make at 900, and I appreciate the bid at 9 we've got, and $1 million we seek. At 9 we've got. Surely better than that at 9. We've got to start now at 900, and 1 we've got now back in front. Thank you. $1 million the bid. 2 in at this stage, $1 million we have. At 900 the start now, we've got $1 million, 1, 1. What do you say? At 1 the bid. At $1 million the bid right here, right now. It's 2 in at this stage. 1, 1. Welcome in, sir. At 1,100,000. Now we're talking at 2 on top. What do you say? 1, 1 it is. At 1,100,000. 1, 1, 1. We've got it. 1,100,000. Here's your opportunity. 1, 2 to see you in front. 1, 1's the call. First time we call it through. Make no mistake. We need 100 on top if you like it. At 1,100,000. 1, 2. The logical next step. Here's your opportunity. 1, 1 we have. At 1,100,000. We rise now to 2. Thank you. At 1,200,000 the bid. Now 200 over the 1 we have. At $1.2 million. Your future assured there at 50, 1,250. I appreciate your interest. 1,250,000. I prefer 100,000, but if you like it, I'll take it. 1,250,000 at 250 over the 1 at 1,250. We have it. 1,250,000. 1, 3. The logical retort. Here's your opportunity. 1,250,000 with 3 in at this stage. Back with our starter. What do you say now? 1,250,000. We'll call it through quick, smart. First. 1,250,000. We'll call it through now. The bid here on the left. 3, and we welcome you in. 1,300,000 the bid. At 1,300,000, 300 over the 1 we have, and 350 or 4 if you really like it. At 1,300,000, we'll call it through quickly. We thank you for your bid. First call at 1,300,000. Make no mistake, we sell through this evening. 1.3 the bid. 50 on top. Here's your chance, 1.3, it's a gents due. We've called it through once, but once it goes, it goes. 1,300,000 the bid. 50 to see you in front. Second call at 1,350,000. Welcome into the auction, sir. Better late than never at 1,350,000, you're in. At 1,350,000 and 4 if you like, 1,350,000, 350 over the 1. First time we'll call it through. First bid of the auction, I might add. He's got it in front now. At 1,350,000, we'll call it through for the second time. Can I take 50? Take me to 4, please. 1,350 we've got. I've asked nicely. At 1,350,000, we have here clearly bid with the opening bid. Now in front at 1,350,000. First bid of the evening. Take me to 4, please. At 1,350,000, 350 over the 1 we have at 1,350,000, 1, 4, a logical move and a smart move, I might add. At 1,350,000 and 75 to see you back in front. At 375, 75 over the 3 we have. At 375, 75, 75 we have now. First time, 1,375,000. Second, calling it through quick. At 1,375,000, just the 2 at this stage. The title fight for the title deed, it goes now. Third and final time, 1,375,000. Take me to 4. 1, 0.375. Well and truly, Peter, we sell it through, make no mistakes. At 1,375 the bid, 75 over the 3 we have at 1.375. 1.4 back in front, here we go, 1 for the bid. At 1,400, 400 over the 1 we have 5, what do you say? 1,450. 1.45 we seek, 1.4 we have. At 1,400, 400 over the 1. First time. Back in front now, Peter, at 1,400,000. At 400 over the 1. Big decision, understood. And 10, 410, at 410, 410 the bid, 450 the logical next step, and that's what I would seek and what I would suggest now. At 1,410, go big, go bold, here's your opportunity, 410 we have. At 1,410 they've got it. At 1,410, take me to 50, right here, right now. On the market, playing for keeps, 1,410, it's a gents due, 450, Peter. 4.2. I did ask for 450, Peter. You did try. At 1,420, 420 the bidder, 420 the bid right here, right now, 420 over the 1. At 1,420, we call it through now. First time, 1,420. What a start to this evening's auctions. How good is this? 1,420, 7 registered bidders, all in. Now's the last opportunity. At 1,420, we call it through. First time at 1,420, Justin, last chance. Second call at $1,420,000. Don't miss it for 10. Come on, Tony. We're all rooting for you here at 1,420. 25, 5, 5, we've got now 425. At 425 over the 1,425 and 50. Come with me, Peter. Here's your chance. At 1,425, 425, we've got over the 1. Checking with the wife. That's a wise decision, I would add. At $1,425,000. Peter, you've given me some great advice over the years when it comes to our fairer halves. At 1,425, we call it through. With the wife's permission, I might add. First time at 1,425. Take me to 50, Peter.
1.43.
43. Just 5 on top now and 35 to see you back in front. 1.43. At 430 over the 1. 143 we have done. Thank you for your bidding. You sure? At 1,430. They're saying no. I'm saying yes. 1,430,000 in front on the phone on the left. First time, last chance. Second time, 1,434,30 over the 1. We sell it through. Are we done? I seek final instructions. Once it's gone, it is gone. Third and final time, your permission to sell. Sold for $1,430,000. Thank you to all of our buyers for participating in lot number 1. Congratulations to our successful buyers. Congratulations to our owners, and thank you ever so much for entrusting us with the sale. All right, folks, we're moving on now quickly to lot number 2, unit number 27 of 51 Grand Parade, a generous 2-bedroom unit in the heart of Kawana Island. And Kawana Island's number 1 agent, Mr. Will Van Den Dungen. Here he is. I've got his name right. It's only been 3 years to get there. But Will, give us a roundup on Kawana Island living and the wonderful unit. Over to you.
Thanks very much, James. And I just want to wish all of our bidders and our vendor the very, very best of luck. I think a lot of people know the ideal lifestyle that Kawana Island does offer in terms of the waterways, the restaurants, the flat land, the walking track that does pass it. I think there's not been a time that I've visited the apartment that I haven't waved to someone we know walking the dog or putting their kayaks and boats out from the pontoon out to the waterway. So definitely this unit being a large open plan 1, northwestern orientation with glimpses of the waterway. Definitely one that will be hotly contested. So wishing everyone all the best.
Thank you, Will. And for those that have registered to bid on this one, what a wonderful decision it is. Kawana Island living, what a favourable spot to call home. the central location, the access to the waterways, the restaurants, the cafes, the convenience is second to none. Obviously, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and access to 2-car accommodation, a rarity, not only on the island, but across the Sunshine Coast. Best of luck to those that have registered to bid with your endeavours. Make no mistake, the unit has had good interest up to the last couple of days, over the last 3 or 4 weeks. Number of offers placed pre-auction. We look forward to finding out what the final outcome is tonight, and we welcome your bidding as we get lot number 2 underway. Who'd like to start us off with an opening bidder offer? Lot number 2, unit number 27, open for bidding.
600.
And 600, or welcome to bid at that at 600 we have. That's $600,000 to bid we have right now. What do you say, 20 on top? That's 600, 600 we've got, and 20 to see you in front. 20 we've got it now. At 620, here's bid against you now. At 620. Just the 2 in at this stage. 620 is against you. Take bid of 40 if you like. At 640 the bid right here, right now. It's against you. 620 the bid, 20 over the 6. You've started. I'd like a further bidder offer to take me to 640 to see you back in front. At $620,000 the bid now. First time we call it through. Quick and short and sharp. At 620, 40 to see you in front. At 20 over the 6, 620 the bid. Here it is now against you at 620, 40 to see you in front. Here's your chance. At 620 the bid. For the second time, we call it through quickly now at 620,000, 40 we seek. Make no mistake, a wonderful property on offer. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and the 2 cars. We're at 620. We're seeking 640. We'll move the auction along. Further bidder offer is in your hands at 620. It's against you.
No, the next bid will be 640.
640, here's your chance.
So it's at 620 against you, 640 will be the next bid.
620 the bid at 20 over the 6. We've got against you now at 620, the 2 in at this stage, 620 the bid. That's 620,000, an opportunity to take me to 40. If you like, at 620, we move the auction along now. At 640, we move the auction along quickly. The bid's here in front now with me on behalf of the seller. We're going to need to be north of that, make no mistake. At 640 the bid. At 640 the bid right here, right now on behalf of our sellers, a number we're going to need to jump north of if we're going to see a sale occur this evening. 640 is the bid. At 40 the bid, at 640 the call right here, right now. 60 to see you in front. At 40 over the 6. At 640, it's against you. Here's the chance to put forward your best and final offer at $640,000. We'll call it through now at 40 over the 6. We're at 640 now, sir, and I appreciate your interest. You're going to need to be north of that at 640. 60 we seek. At 640 the bid now. First time at 40 over the 6. 640 is the call. We'll call it through. At 640, take me to 50 or 60 if you like it. At 640 the bid. At 640, it's against you. Back with our starter now. 40 over the 6. Second time, we're going to need to be north of that. Make no mistake. Take me to 50. At 640 the bid now. We call it through now for the third and final time. Your opportunity is here and now. 640, it's against you. We'll take 5 if it makes it any easier for you. At $640,000, we'll seek those final instructions at $640,000. What do you say, Will? Well, folks, we might just press pause on lot number 2 as we move forward with those negotiations. We'll come back to you in a couple of moments with lot number 2. We're just going to press pause on that auction as Will works his magic, as always, with our buyers and our sellers. We look forward to coming back in a few moments' time. We'll give everyone a chance to breathe and relax. The highest bid there at lot number 2, $640,000, a number we're certainly going to need to be north of. We're back in a couple of moments. Well, thank you, folks. As those negotiations on lot number 2 continue, we left you at 640,000. Certainly a number we need to be above, and one that we hold the property in higher regard than that. We look forward to those negotiations continue. I can see Will pacing up and down the street here on Brisbane Road at our Mooloolaba offices as he works closely with both our buyer and seller. We'll move forward now. We'll just press pause on lot number 2. We'll more than likely come back to that in a couple of moments' time. But we move forward now to lot number 3, where I promised you we'd take you down to the southern end of the coast, and a little hidden gem of a suburb of Aruna, 1 Pakenham Street, a lovely family home on offer. Dan McNamara has been your marketing agent. He's going to give you a bit of a rundown of the property and all the things that you've loved about it throughout the course of the sale. A wonderful campaign, as always, by Dan, with good interest. Number of offers received pre-auction. Dan, do you want to give us a wrap-up of number 1 Pakenham?
Certainly. Thanks, James. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attendance here tonight. It's no secret that 1 Pakenham Street there in Aruna has attracted a great amount of interest, and quite rightly so. Very versatile layout, views for days, timber floors, absolute treat. Located on 775 square metres of land, getting rarer and rarer and rarer to find a decent sized block to obviously raise the family, raise the kids, or purely just park it as an investment to hold something strong here on the Sunshine Coast. I look forward to your bidding tonight, and I'll leave you in James's capable hands. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Dan. Only probably about a month ago, John and Jeanette.
John and Jeanette.
I said Jeanette. I did say it right there. Thank you. Purchased from our online auctions just about 4 or 5 weeks ago. And here we are tonight offering their wonderful home as lot number 3, number 1 Pakenham. We welcome the interest we've had in the property pre-auction, number of offers received before tonight's auction. And based on the interest that we do have, and full disclosure, we do have 3 or 4 genuinely interested parties. We're going to move forward directly with those negotiations tonight. No registered bidders on a cash unconditional basis. We have had good interest in the property pre-auction on a conditional basis, subject to finance approval and the like. Based on that, we're going to move forward quickly with the sale. We'll pull back the curtain somewhat on the sale price, if you will. Our owners seeking interest at and above the $1 million price bracket, which, for what it's worth, folks, an incredible value property on offer there at Pakenham Street. 770 metres plus of prime land, easy access over to Dickey Beach, a central location, and a really, really growing suburb. It's not often you can get all of that tucked in to one property. Dan, really keen to hear about the negotiations as they continue this evening and throughout the course of the coming days. And we look forward to a successful outcome. And for those keeping score, we will update each and every one of you of the outcome there at 1 Pakenham as we finalise those conditional negotiations over the course of the weekend. Thanks very much. That was lot number 3. We move forward now to Mr. Peter King again, lot number 4, directly down the road from our Mooloolaba office, the wonderful beachside resort, a 1-bedroom complex full of potential, wonderful location, easy access to the wharf, easy access to the Mooloolaba Esplanade, a wonderful returning property, whether it be as a holiday accommodation, permanent rental, whatever suits your need, or a wonderful bolt hole for those within the area to come up and enjoy. Peter, I'll let you round it up and give us a bit of a rundown of the property before we get underway with our bidding.
Thank you, James. Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attendance this evening. Apartment 1, 35 Beachside. Very, very close to the beach. Easy walk to all of the amenities of Mooloolaba. It is the only ground floor unit in the complex. Has great returns on the property and is a much sought after apartment for those wanting to stay in the complex. I certainly welcome your spirited bidding again this evening, and I'm very much looking forward to getting into it, James. Let's get cracking.
Sounds great, Peter. As always, a wonderful campaign run by Peter just down the road. Doesn't even need to get in the car to do inspections. They just roll on up to the Mooloolaba Surf Club, wander on down and inspect what is a wonderful unit there at Beachside. As you drive along Brisbane Road on the weekend, constantly no vacancy signs on the Beachside Resort, great managers in place, the opportunity to rent permanently and get a great return, holiday rent and use yourself from time to time with friends or family, or keep it 100% for yourself. The option there is in front of you. A wonderful location, a wonderful opportunity here this evening For those that have registered to bid, best of luck with your endeavours. The last one-bedroom auction we had, there was some 7 registered bidders and it sold well above our expectations. Tonight we've got 3 or 4 parties registered to bid. We wish you the best of luck with your endeavours. These one-bedroom apartments at an entry-level price are a rarity here in Mooloolaba. Best of luck with your endeavours. Who'd like to start us off? Unit number 1. It's number 1 in address, but it should be number 1 in your heart. We take you to Beachside and 300 the bid. At 3 we've got 300 the bid. Here it is now. Welcome to your bidding today. At 300 the bid and 350. What do you say at 300 the bid? At 300 to start, we start. We've got now. At 300 the call right here, right now, and 350 on top. At 300 the bid, what do you say? 350. Here's your chance. 1 in at this point. At 300,050. And I thank you. At 350, it's a gents due back to your starter. At 350, it's a gents due. Take me to 4 if you like it. 75 if it's easier. At 350, 50 over the 3 we've got. At 350, 50 over the 3 we have. The logical next step, round me up to 4 or happily meet you in the middle at 350 the bid. At 50 over the 3, 350 the bid now. Look back to our starter as we look for a rise of that now. Going to need to be north of that. At 350,000, 50 over the 3 we have. At 350,000, we welcome you back here now. 25 to see you in front if you like it. At 50 over the 3 we've got. Exceptional value. $350,000. Won't be selling for that today, folks. We're going to need to be north of that at 350 is the final bid here with our starter. Will you take you to 75? At 50 over the 3, 350 the bid. Here it is. Back with our starter and 75 to see you in front. Who's in? At 50 over the 3. Just the 2 in at this stage. The third and final bidder. Here's your opportunity at 350 the call. And 75. We move the auction along now at 75 and I appreciate it. At 75 over the 3, 375. You're all out now. At 75 over the 3, 375 the bid. At 375, here's your opportunity, folks. Now is the chance. At 75 the bid over the 3, 375. Round me up now to 4. At 375 the bid. First time at $375,000. What do you say? At $375,000 at the low body corporate fees on offer. 75 over the 3. A wonderful returning unit in the heart of Mooloolaba. 375. Surely we can do better than that. 75 we have. At 375 the bid. Here it is now. First, second, and third, and final time. I got your best, folks. At 375,000. At 75, equal chance, equal opportunity for all. We'll give you a moment to think at 375 the bid. Peter, get those instructions at 375. We're going to need to be north of that. At 75 over the 3. At $375,000 a bid right here, right now. At 375. Going to need to be north of that, folks. Here's your opportunity. Take me now up to 90 if you like it. 375. Here's your opportunity. We take it to 390. Equal opportunity for all now at 375. No final bid. Third and final call. 375 is the bid. Well, folks, make no mistake, we won't be letting the wonderful unit number 1 go for 375. Certainly, we hold the property in much higher regard than that. Most of the sales in the complex have been well into the 400 range, certainly where we would expect to see a fair and reasonable outcome. At 375, the bid, will you take me now to 390 as we edge closer to what is a fair and reasonable price? Peter, can I get those final instructions now at 375,000? But a further bidder offer before we move forward with our private treaty negotiations. Good interest in the unit and certainly priced to sell at $375,000. Well, folks, we'll simply move forward with the negotiations now at 375. As I mentioned, certainly a property that we hold in a higher regard than that, and we look forward to seeing those negotiations continue over the course of the afternoon, evening, and we look forward to a successful outcome. You simply cannot buy a unit in Mooloolaba in that location sub 400, and to say so this evening would be a real shame, and we do believe the property is better than that, 375. That'll be the final bid tonight. We look forward to entertaining those negotiations over the course of the evening and the coming days. But now we'll officially pass in the unit there, unit 1 at 135 Brisbane Road as we move forward with those negotiations. Peter King, your marketing agent, will be looking after each and every one of those interested parties we look forward to that successful outcome in a couple of days. I'm just going to press pause as I seek the instructions as we go back to lot number 2, as we just press pause quickly. Well, thank you for your patience, folks. Will, as I mentioned, the marketing agent there at unit number 27, working diligently on his buyers and his sellers' behalf. When we left you, we're at $640,000. We appreciate our buyers working with us towards a resolve. Will, the final bid there this evening, lot number 2, $650,000. At $650,000, the nod of the head does it. At $650,000, an increase now from 40 over the 6. We're now at $650,000 and on the market to be sold. That's $650,000. Lot number 2 about to be sold now at 50 over the 6, 650 the bid. That's $650,000. There's no further bid or offer. We sell it through now. That's $650,000 for the first time. $650,000 it is. For the second, third and final call, if I got your best, at $650,000. It's going. It's sold, and congratulations. Well, folks, on behalf of Ray White Mooloolaba and Ray White Kawana Waters, thanks ever so much for tuning in. We're really, really excited to keep you up to date with the outcomes of those negotiations as they continue. No doubt, both Dan McNamara are very close to a resolve there at Aruna, and Peter King, your marketing agent here in Mooloolaba, no doubt in my mind, he will get that wonderful one-bedroom unit sold in the coming days, especially based on our owners' hyper-realistic expectations there. On behalf of the whole team, thanks ever so much. We look forward to seeing you out in the field and assisting with your real estate needs moving forward. Thanks ever so much to our wonderful administration team for all their help, as always, here this evening. Have a great evening. Look forward to seeing you soon.